When I look back at my life, I realize one truth that changed everything. Success was never about how much I worked, it was about how I used my time. I see people everywhere working from morning to night, complaining that life is unfair, yet they don't realize they are the ones wasting their own time on things that don't matter. You see, time is the real capital. Money can be borrowed, opportunities can return, but time, once it's gone forever. The difference between a successful person and an average person is not intelligence. It's not luck. It's how they spend their 24 hours. You and I have the same amount of time each day, but how you spend it determines who you become. The world doesn't reward those who are busy, it rewards those who use their time wisely. When I was young, I didn't have money, connections, or even confidence. What I had was time and a decision to use it wisely. I realized early that time is not something you manage, it's something you respect. If you respect your time, your future will respect you. If you waste it, your future will forget you. Most young people spend their time chasing fast money, fast fame, and fast success. But success doesn't come fast. Success is like growing a tree. You don't see anything for a long time, but if you water it daily with consistency, one day it will give you shade and fruit. Your time is the water. How you use it determines how tall your tree grows. Let me tell you, the first truth: time is your real capital, not money. Money is a result, time is the raw material. Every successful person you admire, whether it's Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, or anyone else, didn't have more time than you. They just used it differently. They invested it in learning, creating, and improving, while others spent it complaining or scrolling. If you are young and broke, you are not poor. But if you are young and wasting time, you are truly poor. Because no matter how much money you make later, you can never buy back your wasted years. I learned this the hard way. There were days I sat thinking success would come on its own. It didn't. Success comes when you start respecting every hour of your day. People often ask me, Jack, how can I be successful like you? I tell them, don't try to be like me. Try to use your time the way successful people do. You can't copy someone's success, but you can copy their habits, and all successful people have one habit in common. They guard their time like treasure. When I built Alibaba, I didn't have money, but I had time and I used it like gold. I worked, learned, failed, and adapted. I didn't spend time blaming China's economy, or my background, or my English. I spent it solving problems. That's what time is for, not for worrying, but for creating. If you are in your 20s, listen carefully. This is not the time to chase comfort. This is the time to chase learning. I always tell young people your 20s are not for earning, they are for learning. Because what you learn now will feed you for the next 50 years. What you earn now will disappear in a week. In your 20s, don't look for the highest salary, look for the best teacher. Don't chase the biggest company, chase the best culture. Learn how to work with people smarter than you. Learn how to fail, how to recover, and how to communicate. Those lessons will make you rich in the long run, far richer than any paycheck can. I met so many young people who say, Jack, I hate my job. I tell them, then you're learning something, even if it's what not to do. Every experience adds value. The mistake is not failing. The mistake is wasting the failure. Use your time to extract lessons, not to complain about your boss or your company. When I was 25, I applied for 30 jobs and got rejected from all of them. Even KFC rejected me. I could have wasted months crying, but I decided to learn instead. I used that rejection to sharpen my character, to improve my skills, to understand people. That's how I turned time into strength. Pain wasted is pain repeated. Pain invested becomes wisdom. You see, success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. And consistency is just disciplined use of time. Everyone wants to win, but few people want to give up Netflix, gossip, or comfort. You can't have both. You must choose entertainment or empowerment. If you spend 1 hour a day learning a skill, after 1 year you'll be better than 90% of people who say they don't have time. Time is always there. The problem is your priorities. You don't lack time, you lack direction. The third key to using time wisely is this: choose people, not just jobs. The right people can turn an average idea into a great success. The wrong people can destroy your best idea in seconds. Who you work with shapes your attitude, your mindset, and even your dreams. When I was young, I didn't work for money. I worked for people who were smarter than me. I wanted to be surrounded by those who could teach me something I didn't know. I wanted to be around dreamers, not complainers. That choice changed my life. If you spend your time with people who complain all day, soon y'all start complaining too. If you spend your time with people who dream big, y'all start thinking bigger. Time multiplies through the people you share it with. Be careful who gets your hours, because your hours become your life. Don't waste your time trying to impress people who don't care about your growth. Impress yourself by becoming better every day. You owe that to your future. Your goal should not be to be liked, it should be to be valuable. Most people think time is about speed, how fast you can do things. But time is really about focus, how deeply you can do one thing. If you want to achieve something big, stop multitasking your dreams. Focus is what turns time into results. I've seen thousands of entrepreneurs who work 16 hours a day but achieve nothing. Why? Because their energy is scattered. They are busy, but not productive. They do 100 things halfway instead of one thing fully. Focus turns minutes into miracles. When I started Alibaba, we focused only on small businesses. People laughed. They said, "You can't build a big company serving small ones." But I didn't listen. I focused, and that focus turned into a revolution. Never underestimate the power of one focused idea executed daily. Focus is not about doing less, it's about doing what matters most. Every day, ask yourself, is what I'm doing today bringing me closer to my dream or farther from it? If it's not helping your future, it's stealing your future. Your time is your vote. Every minute you spend is a vote for the life you want. Every distraction you allow is a vote against it. Successful people are not lucky, they just spend more of their time voting for their dreams. Let me tell you something, using time wisely doesn't mean you never rest or have fun. It means you know the difference between wasting time and investing it. Resting after hard work is recovery. Resting before you start is laziness. When you respect your time, you start respecting yourself. Because time is life. Wasting your time means wasting your life. That's why I never joke about time. I schedule it, I protect it, and I spend it with intention. That's how you build a future. Now, let's talk about something few people understand: time and reputation. Your time builds your reputation. How you use it shows who you are. If you are always late, lazy, or unprepared, you're not just losing hours, you're losing trust. And trust is more expensive than gold. Time and discipline are brothers. They grow together. When you learn to control your time, you start to control your destiny. The undisciplined person always says, "I'll do it tomorrow." But tomorrow never comes for them. Winners do it now. There are two kinds of time users: spenders and investors. Spenders use time for pleasure. Investors use time for progress. Spenders look rich today. Investors become rich tomorrow. Ask yourself, which one are you? I learned something early: poor people spend time to save money. Rich people spend money to save time. That's the mindset difference. Because when you value time, you start valuing life. Don't be afraid to invest in learning, travel, mentorship. These things multiply your future. Sometimes people tell me, "Jack, you work too much." I smile. I don't work too much, I just love what I do. When you love your mission, your time doesn't feel wasted. That's the best way to spend your life, doing what gives you energy, not what drains it. Time spent doing meaningful work is never wasted. Even when you fail, that time builds your character. Every struggle shapes you. Every challenge teaches you something your comfort zone never could. I've seen people spend years chasing fame and followers. They think visibility equals success. But real success is invisible. It's the work you do when nobody is watching. That's where time creates value, in the quiet, not the spotlight. Don't use your time to show off, use it to grow up. The moment you stop needing to impress others, you become free to impress yourself. True confidence is silent. It comes from progress, not applause. Every hour you spend gossiping is an hour you could spend building your skill. Every evening you waste complaining is an evening you could spend learning. Every day you lose to distraction is a day your competitor gets ahead. Success is not stolen, it's earned minute by minute. If you want to be successful, start tracking your time. Where does it go? Who takes it from you? What do you get in return? When you start treating time like currency, you'll stop wasting it on things that don't pay interest. You see, people don't fail because they don't have dreams. They fail because they don't protect the time needed to chase those dreams. Everyone has a dream. Few people have a schedule that matches it. If you spend your time waiting for motivation, you'll wait forever. Motivation is a result of action, not the cause. Start moving and your time will reward you. Action creates energy, procrastination kills it. Many young people think success is about opportunity. It's not. Opportunity is everywhere. The problem is, most people are too distracted to see it. Your ability to recognize opportunity depends on how you use your time today. If you use your time learning and experimenting, opportunities will find you. But if you waste your time comparing your life to others, you'll always feel behind. Comparison is a thief. It steals both your joy and your time. Stop asking for shortcuts. Shortcuts are traps in disguise. Every time you try to skip the process, you end up spending double the time fixing mistakes. The long road looks harder, but it's actually the fastest way because it's real. Your relationship with time reflects your relationship with success. If you respect it, it will reward you. If you ignore it, it will punish you. Success doesn't hate anyone, it just doesn't wait for anyone. The most powerful use of time is not in working, but in thinking. Spend time thinking about what you want to build, what you want to change, and who you want to become. Thought gives direction to action. Action without thought is just movement without progress. Many people work all day and still feel stuck because they don't take time to think. Every day, I spend quiet time alone, no phone, no meetings, just thinking. It's in those moments that new ideas are born. Don't let the noise of the world steal your focus. Time lost to distraction is the enemy of greatness. The more noise around you, the more silence you must create inside you. Sometimes people say, "Jack, you make success sound so serious." I tell them it is serious, because life is serious. You have only one chance to use your time. You don't get to restart. Why waste it pretending? You can't control time, but you can control attention. Where your attention goes, your time follows. That's why successful people protect their mind, because the battle for time starts in your thoughts. Every dream requires a daily payment of time. Success is not a lottery, it's a rent you pay every day. And the rent is due every morning. Pay it through focus, discipline, and learning. When I look at my old photos, I see a man who didn't know much, but believed in using time wisely. I made thousands of mistakes, but I never stopped learning. That's the secret. You can fail, but never waste the lesson. If you feel lost, don't rush. Use your time to find clarity. The wrong direction with speed is worse than standing still. Time spent understanding yourself is never wasted. Stop trying to do everything. Do what matters most. Time is limited. Choose your battles. A sharp knife cuts better than a wide blade. Be sharp, not scattered. Every great dream needs time to grow. Don't dig up your seeds just because they don't sprout in a week. Water them with patience, consistency, and belief. Time will take care of the rest. Your time is your story. What you do with it writes your legacy. People won't remember what you owned, but they'll never forget what you created with your time. Use your mornings to build yourself, your afternoons to build your work, and your evenings to build your relationships. That's a balanced use of time. When you align these three, success becomes natural. Don't waste your weekends. While others sleep away their goals, you can prepare for your breakthrough. It doesn't mean you shouldn't rest. It means your rest should recharge you, not distract you. The best investment of time is in people who push you to grow. Surround yourself with those who challenge your thinking, not those who comfort your excuses. Growth happens in discomfort. Time spent helping others also returns with interest. Teach, mentor, share. Every minute you use to uplift someone else builds invisible credit for your future. What you give always finds its way back. Life is short, my friends. Don't waste it chasing everything. Choose your purpose and give it your time. The richest people in the world are not those who have everything, they are those who know what truly matters. There will always be people who don't understand your use of time. They'll call you obsessed, crazy, or boring. Ignore them. When your time pays off, the same people will call you lucky. In the end, success is not measured by what you achieve, but by what you did with your time. Did you grow? Did you help others? Did you build something meaningful? That's real success. So my advice to you is simple: treat time like the most expensive currency in the world. Spend it where it matters. Invest it in learning, in people, in purpose. Because one day, when you look back, you will realize your time was the real story of your life, and how wisely you spent it decided everything.